Hi, I'm Dante Greco.
And I'm Vivi Montevelli.
The Bionic Buzz. We're here at the Hollywood Bowl.
For the Jose Iturbi Foundation.
Popularizing classical music, one note at a time. How do you feel being here tonight for this wonderful event at the Hollywood Bowl?
Well, you know, the Jose Iturbi Foundation is all about maintaining the legacy of Jose Iturbi and promoting classical music and bringing popularity to all the generations, including our youngest generation today. And for me, it's extremely exciting. Iturbi was my godfather, and he performed here to sold-out crowds 9 times. And so tonight, we're looking forward to once again honoring Jose Iturbi. And the piece that's being performed tonight, Defia's Nights in the Garden of Spain, is something my godfather played with the Los Angeles Philharmonic here at the Hollywood Bowl in the 1960s.
It's incredible. How do you think Jose would feel to see this today?
I think he would enjoy it. He was really quite something. He was always involved somehow with Hollywood, whether it was his actor friends, because he was in MGM musicals. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was the first musician to sell 1 million copies of a record. You would have thought it was Elvis Presley or the Beatles, but it was Jose Iturbi in the 1950s playing Chopin's Military Polonaise.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. And can you tell me about any other projects that the foundation is working on or that you're working on, Donelle?
Yes, we have a fabulous book. We're thrilled by it. It is a 16 CD set with a 180-page essay that Michael Feinstein, the premier, he's a jazz artist, fabulous, and he has done that with us, so we're just thrilled.
This is Dante for Bionic Buzz. We're here with the famous Alan Rich.
Infamous Alan Rich.
You come very highly recommended from our previous interviewer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And believe me, if Kevin Spiritus, if you haven't seen his series, it's won so many Emmys and it's an incredible, and I happen to be a co-executive producer. But it's a fantastic series. So mutual admiration society.
Love it. We'll all be looking forward to that. And how about tonight? You're here for the Jose Iturbi Foundation. How do you feel?
Well, I'm going to experience something that I don't have much experience with. I'm a pop, R&B pop songwriter, and my career has been based on that. I'm not experienced in classical music that much, but I do know who Jose Iturbi is because he was very famous. I'm a little younger, but not too much younger. But so I don't really know, but I'm here to be open and to enjoy, and I've never seen Donelle conduct, so it's very exciting.
Do you have any classical composers that you know, like, hey, I like this piece of music, or any singers, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be classical standards, maybe?
I'll tell you what my all-time favorite song is. My all-time favorite song is Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Diana Ross. And I just saw her 2 weeks ago in Santa Barbara. And the concert was incredible. And you know, now I will say this. I just got back less than a week ago from Spain. And every night, the first night I went to a flamenco concert. The next night I went to the Philharmonic. I was fortunate enough to be a guest of the Consulate General of Tourism of Spain with my friend David Dubinsky. And so I did get exposed to a little bit of classical music. So I'm going to take that and use it as a springboard for tonight.
I love that. You got the bug. That's fantastic. Now, we know you're executive producing. Say the name of the show again.
Oh, no. I co-executive produced After Forever, the Kevin Spiritus. And I'm also executive producer of a fantastic documentary that hasn't come out yet called Viva Verdi. It's about the famous Verdi house in Italy. Christine Lamante is the big wig head of it. And it's about Verdi, who was one of the world's greatest composers and classical composers, and he built this house to house retired musicians. So he was always worried about them, how they would make it after they retired. And so they lived in that beautiful home, and in return they had to mentor young music students. So that's what the documentary is about.
That's great. Do you have a release date or?
We do not. I'm going to meet with her to see where we are right now, but that's what I'm doing. And I've been a traveling fool. April, I went to New York for a week and Canada for a week. May, I went to Brazil and took a ship for 2 weeks to Fort Lauderdale. Just got back from Spain last week, and in 2.5 weeks I go to the Bahamas. It's a rough life, but someone's got to live it.
I love that. And lastly, look at us. We're practically twins here. Look at this.
I wish I was your twin.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
I'd probably have a much better romantic life if I looked like you.
I'll take the compliment. Yeah, exactly.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Evie with Bionic Bus, and I'm here with Didi tonight. How do you feel to be in this wonderful event here at the Hollywood Bowl tonight?
Well, it's a special night for me because 1 year ago we were celebrating my husband. He died 1 year ago, Paul Sorvino.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Terrible. However, now after a year, we can come back and be very grateful. He loved music. We enjoyed the Jose Iturbi event. We love Donelle Dadigan. And this is one of the more special events in Hollywood that happens every year. I'm just so happy to be a part of it and to remember Paul. He called her DD1, called me DD2. So this is very, very special.
That sounds very special. And tell us, who is your favorite composer or singer of all time?
Composer, hello, Jose Iturbi. This is not hard. I have to tell you that I saw an old movie that he was in because he was like a movie star too.
Wow.
I mean, he was in the old movies and composed and so, so talented. And he really should have a Grammy. And I think he will. I believe he will get a Grammy posthumously, or I'm hoping anyway. So that would be wonderful. But as far as performers, Paul Sorvino.
Of course.
For me, it's Paul Sorvino and Jose Iturbi, for sure. Those are the two stars of the night, in my opinion.
And tell me a little bit about what projects are you working on right now?
Well, right now I'm president of Sorvino Vino, and that was something Paul and I put together, and it's going very well. And then on the 26th, I'm performing cabaret at the Hollywood American Legion.
Wow.
And the Hollywood American Legion has been in so many movies. All the studios are doing premieres there now, so it's going to be very, very special. And it will commemorate Paul as well as celebrating the military, and it'll be a wonderful show, so I hope you can come.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us tonight.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, how are you doing tonight, Eileen?
Oh my gosh, what could be better? How could you not be feeling fantastic to be out at the Hollywood Bowl on a beautiful evening with a beautiful concert with Donelle conducting? How could you be anything but fabulous?
Wonderful. That's true. Who is your favorite singer or composer?
Of all time?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, well, I do love Rachmaninoff. How could you? It's the magic of Rachmaninoff and the keyboard. I'm married to a composer and a pianist, and he's been playing Rachmaninoff for me for years. And singers, I love Barbara.
Okay.
That's the truth.
That's wonderful. And tell me a little bit about what projects are you working on right now?
Right now, we're sort of gearing back up to teach. I teach vocal performance.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I teach people how to feel more comfortable in front of an audience and how to access their best voice. And it's about time that we start doing that again. We sort of slowed down a little during the pandemic, but I think we're going to start up again real soon.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here this evening with us. How do you feel to be at this wonderful event?
Well, I'm so honored to be here, and I so love Donelle, and anything that she does, I will support her no matter what. So I'm thrilled to be here.
That's so wonderful. Please let us know, who is your favorite composer or singer?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Well, singer, well, I love everybody. I sing too, but I'm not my favorite.
You can be your favorite. We'll open exception
Okay.
here.
I don't know. I really love Barbara Streisand.
That's a great choice.
I do. And composer, well, there's so many. Well, how about Tchaikovsky? I mean, there's so many.
I love Tchaikovsky too.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much to be here with Bionic Bus. I'm Evie Matavelli, and I'm here with
Melissa Manchester.
Melissa. How do you feel to be in this wonderful event by Jose Iturbi tonight?
It's so fantastic. You know, I used to watch, I still do watch black and white movies where Maestro Iturbi would be performing and doing his dialogue and making jokes with the great stars. And to be in an evening that is honoring him, and it's just thrilling. It's really beautiful.
That's wonderful. Who is your favorite composer and singer?
I forgot to bring my pajamas to answer this. My favorite composer. I don't have one favorite composer. I would say Mozart is one of my favorites. And singer, Judy Garland.
I love her too. She's
Yes, she was.
can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't. She and Ella Fitzgerald were my two musical godmothers.
Ooh, great choice. Let us know what projects are you working on. Let us know what's going on with you right now.
I just became a grandma.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I am finishing the work on a concerto that I've been commissioned to compose for piano and orchestra. And I'm going to be releasing my 25th album called Review early next year.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks.
I'm here with Rosalind.
Rosalind Kind.
Rosalind Kind.
Otherwise known as Rozzy.
Rosie, tell me, how do you feel to be in this wonderful Hollywood Bowl event, in this beautiful golden hour moment of the evening?
Well, it's a gorgeous venue. It's going to be a brilliant evening. And it's in honor of and by the Jose Iturbi Foundation. I just was watching one of his movies the other day on TCM.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, you know, music is alive and kicking, and I'm going to be back on stage soon, too, myself, getting out of the COVID finally. But it's brilliant, and the last time I was here, I was performing here with my big sister. So that was before COVID. That was a few years ago.
Tell me a little bit.
I love the bowl. It's
You love the
beautiful.
bowl?
Yeah.
And what is like your favorite composer or musician, like or singer? Tell us, tell us a little bit about your secret.
Well, my favorite singer. Well, I grew up in the era of the English invasion.
Okay.
So Cilla Black and all, the Beatles. Oh my God! I stood on chairs. I pulled my hair. I cried. I did everything. But as a grown-up adult, and when I'm in my youth, I love Shirley Bassey, and her drama influenced me. I have other influences in my life, but I'm enamored with.
And tell us a little bit what you're working on right now, your projects. Let us know where to find you.
Well, I'm just coming back. I'm starting to work on a new video for a song that I did before COVID. It's actually a medley. We call it the Brazilian medley, but it's actually the look of love into the island, and it's incredibly sexy.
Like a bossa nova.
Oh man, it's incredibly. But it's so sensual. And so this time I'm going to be in my own video.
That sounds fantastic.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to be doing a duet with another performer that I was asked to do, Malakana, for his album that he's doing, and I'll probably put it on my album too. We may do a video for that. And just getting ready and prepped to be able to get back on stage.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
So, Ruda, thank you so much for being here with the Bionic Buzz. Tell me a little bit how you feel about being in this wonderful event at the Hollywood Bowl tonight.
Well, any event that is hosted by our hostess, the wonderful Donelle Dadigan, and that marvelous institution that she happens to run called the Hollywood Museum. And I urge anybody who's listening to us, if you haven't been there, get your fanny there and enjoy every single thing that there is there. The Hollywood Bowl is legendary, and the people that appear here are legendary. I am legendary because I graduated from Hollywood High here at the Hollywood Bowl. And so I feel like I'm part of the community, and I'm just so thrilled always to come to the Bowl. We were here for the 4th of July and saw the Beach Boys and the marvelous conductor that took care of the symphony. And it's a delight to be here tonight for the Jose Iturbi Grand Festival. And I just keep reminding everybody who may not always know who Jose Iturbi is, some of those lovely MGM movies had him as one of their stars. Look for him.
Who is your favorite composer or singer?
My favorite singer in the whole wide world has to be Frank Sinatra.
Mine as well.
Charming. Not only charming, but just so wonderful and such a good human being and such a generous, loving human being. A lot of people don't know how good a human being he was. My favorite composer, Oh, wow, I have so darn many. I almost have to say that the great American composer of Russian descent.
Tchaikovsky.
No, he's not an American composer.
Okay.
That's a Russian composer. You know, I do like Tchaikovsky very much, come think of it. But I'm thinking of, who am I thinking of? Oh my God, see, I'm getting old. Rhapsody in Blue, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Gershwin.
Gershwin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, see, not only is he a great cameraman, not only is he handsome, but he's got a brain.
That's why we're engaged.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sorry that you're engaged because I would grab him.
You can grab it anytime. It's okay. And tell us, what are you working on right now?
Well, right now I have just played at the Purple Room in Palm Springs, where I did my act and had a wonderful time, and I'm preparing it for the next time around.
Oh my God!
Coming up in the early part of the year.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. Hope everybody will come. Purple Room, Palm Springs.
Purple Room, guys. Thank you so much for having us here tonight.
Well, I'm delighted that you're here, and thank you for letting me guest with all of your friends. And the sun is setting right on us.
It's the golden hour for the golden stars.
Oh, bless you,
Yes.
child.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.